So this is what this one comes packaged like. I can tell it's got a lot of feathering, and I haven't even taken the hairnet off yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of feathering. I'm gonna go ahead and, ooh, they got fancy with their packaging now. They put a little bit of foam in there. That's kind of fun. I'm gonna remove the tag. Here's what that tag looks like. There's nothing on the inside. Usually there's something printed on the inside, but maybe because they're samples, they just gave me bare bones here. Let me see. And if that's the case, then kind of pay attention, because some of the packaging details might be different on these compared to what you get, just because of the fact that these are manufacturer samples. So we can take a look at this together. I've taken the tag off. The hair feels really nice. So you can see that this one has a Jon Renau Smart Lace front right here. It's also got a monofilament side part, which is a cap construction that Jon Renau doesn't typically use a whole bunch, so it's kind of nice to see them break out with some more. It's a popular cap construction, but it does mean that this is where you have to part the wig, and the rest of the style is cut around that part. So we have a little bit of permatease here on the top. You can see that it's wefted on the side and in the back. This one does not have an extended nape, and people ask me all the time what I mean by that. I mean, normally in most of my videos you'll see that the nape actually comes down about almost like another ½ inch or so. But here, it just kind of goes straight across. Boop. There are the Jon Renau tags, Velcro adjusters, which is pretty typical of Jon Renau pieces, lots of elastic here on the sides. And then you've also got those really nice fuzzy ear tabs with a bit of metal. That metal is really cool because it helps keep it in place here on the sides. So that way it doesn't flap up and then give you away halfway through the day. It keeps it nice and secure. I can tell this one's going to be very voluminous and short. I think this one's going to be really fun to wear. Reminds me right off the bat of something like Dolce by Noriko. So let's go ahead and put it on. It's a great brunette color. I always try to represent brunettes and reds a little bit, just because I feel like so many wig reviewers here on YouTube choose blondes and look great in blonde, you know, so it's not a diss. It's just, you know, I feel like there are other colors out there, and I try to represent them all, even grays and things that I don't necessarily wear that often in real life. Now, I will say the hair needs to be trained a little bit, and by that I mean it needs to be worn a little bit, so that way the pivot up here occurs. This hand-tied stuff, over time, will kind of lay in place a little bit better. You know, gravity sort of assists. You can speed it up with, you know, some synthetic safe hairspray or something like that. This one does not have a lot of volume on the top. As you can kind of tell, I'm trying to fluff it up just a little bit because it definitely has the volume and the texture to make it really voluminous here on the sides. It's a little deconstructed. I really like the way this side is laying right now because it's got this sort of curly component to it. It's got kind of a rounded shape with rebellious ends. I love the length of it. It's really short here in the back. It's begging to be styled though. I mean, I think you guys can kind of tell, right? It just kind of, it wants to do this, cause an it thing, and it definitely needs some styling, especially here in the front. I would get some of the PCOS contour cream that they have from the Jon Renau line. Basically put that on your fingers, just kind of warm it up a little bit so it gets kind of goopy, and then go like this with it and kind of hold it in place until it stays out of your face and lays a little bit more flatteringly. Because if you manipulate this particular cut, see how much cuter that is? How it kind of sets off some of this beautiful layering here on the sides. Man, I wish this would have come out in the spring. What a great summer cut this would have been. Let me go ahead and take this one off. Again, this has been Parker, and it's shedding a little bit, but that's normal for a brand new wig. You want it to stop shedding at some point.